Hi, this is Mark Tibb speaking. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so as of me recording this particular video, there's been no response yet from the WBA from the appeal from Frank Warren, Queensberry and Dan Dubois over this round number 5 situation against Oleksandr Usyk. Obviously, they want that fight overturned to a no contest or a rematch ordered. Okay. Now, as I said in the previous video, I don't believe either will happen, but the WBA being the WBA, they'll probably give Dan Dubois the winner of Manuel Charr and Jarrell Miller for the WBA regular world heavyweight championship. So maybe Dan Dubois can get that belt back and get himself back into position, back into the rotation. Now, that said, so it seems, of what I can gather, one of the defences, and it's a big defence, is the fact that the pre-fight talk by the referee to Dan Dubois, and of course his trainer Don Charles, the referee didn't explicitly tell Dan Dubois what is considered a low blow and what is not. Don Charles, he made mention to the belt line of Oleksandr Usyk's trunks or words to that effect, okay? But nothing was really clarified, okay? And that seems to be their defence. Now, my thing is this. Now, call me common sense thinking, I don't know. But me and most of you who've been watching boxing for a little while, well, we know what's a low blow and what isn't. It's anything above the belly button is okay. Anything below it is not. It's irrespective of where the waistband is. Okay. Now, when you look at, say, Dan Dubois, he's been boxing for a while now. Don Charles, he's been around the boxing game for a long old time. So why would the referee need to explain to them, who are fairly seasoned by now, what is a low blow and what is not? Because it's not like the rules state, well, in this specific fight, it's okay to hit him in the goalies, or it's okay to go below the belly button, but in this fight, it's not. Because the rules are pretty much black and white. The rules are the same, doesn't matter where you go. Now, granted, there may be some leniency from certain referees as to where you can punish them. If you hit them on, quote unquote, the waistline where the trunk, the waist is, it's okay. Other referees say that's a no-no. All right. So yes, it is very subjective when it comes to the referee, but that's not the rules. You don't need the rules explaining to you. You know what's low, and you know what isn't. So why do you need the referee to specifically tell you what is low and what isn't? Because the referee could tell you, but on fight night, when it actually happens, in a split second, how would he know for 100% something's low or something isn't? He just makes a decision on the spot. Okay? You don't need telling, is my point. I mean, do fighters need telling everything? Do fighters really need to be told what's low and what isn't? Does the fighter need to be told that this is actually going to be a 12-round fight? And each round will consist of 3 minutes. And if you get dropped, you have to be up on your feet by the count of 8 or I'll count you out. Do you really need those instructions? You don't need those instructions. You've been around boxing long enough. If this was a guy and a trainer who's only just got into boxing, okay, fair enough. You ask those questions and you ask the referee to be specific about something. But when you're and have been boxing for a while, like Dan Dubois has, and you've got a trainer in Don Charles who's been around for quite a few years now, and in multiple world title fights and whatever else, or title fights in general, you don't need telling what's low and what isn't. It's mad. Absolute mad. It's almost like they're expecting referees to baby them. You don't need, you know what you're doing. What have you been doing in your training camp? Surely this is factored into it. Surely when you're doing your rounds of sparring, you know how many rounds you're going to be fighting, so therefore you know how many rounds of sparring you're going to be doing. You know that you're going to be fighting a southpaw, so you would have got southpaw sparring in. You know where to hit your opponent, surely. People just need mollycoddling, they really do. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you next video.